And we're live.
Yeah.
So we start with the prayer, right?
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
I'll say the prayer.
Thanks.
Dear Heavenly Father, we're grateful for this day. We're grateful for the many blessings that Thou hast given us. We're grateful for this opportunity we have to meet as a group and to go over this lesson and to go over the questions that we are preparing for this week's exam. Bless us that we may be able to recall all the information that we've learned so far, and that we may, as we study, that more things will be brought into our mind, that as we take the exam, we may do well on it because of our preparation. Father, we're grateful for all that we have, and we pray and ask for these things in the name of Thy Son, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Okay, so we're supposed to go through our answers on the, right?
If we, what does it say? I think it said review together. Yeah, because we don't have a quiz. Or do we?
We do have a quiz.
We do, yeah.
Okay. So is the quiz the questions we have here? I think I read that. I could be wrong.
That's what they
I
said.
don't know. I don't know. It just says meet with your group using Google Hangouts to compare your answers for the individual preparation assignment. You can use the wiki, any notes you've created based on your readings as you discuss these questions. Then it said go to the next page to access Lesson 8 group meeting quiz and click Start Quiz. Each member of the group must submit his or her own answers in order to receive credit. There is no homework.
Yeah, the homework is
So
the exam.
Yeah, so that's nice. Okay, so I was saying earlier, some of this was hard, some of it was easy for me. So I guess we can just start from the beginning. Number 1. What did you guys get for number 1?
I think I put central limit.
Yeah, the central limit theorem.
That's what I put as well.
Great.
Okay, number 2, I put law of large numbers.
So
That's
did
what
I.
I put.
Okay. Number 3, I put 2, or B, whatever.
Yeah, that's what I put.
Sweet. Okay, number 4, what did you guys get for the parameter and statistic?
I said that the parameter was 112 because it was the average of a sample. And I put the statistic as 100 because that was an actual number that they were sure about. But I was kind of guessing.
Okay, I had it the other way because from what I understand, the parameters are from the entire population and then the statistic is from the sample.
Oh, okay.
That's what I thought as well.
Okay.
So I put 100 as the parameter because it's from the entire U.S. population, and then the 112 is from what they took from the group.
Agreed. Sweet. So number 4, I mean, that was number 4. Number 5, I might have got this one wrong, but I put stratified sample.
That's what I put too.
Yeah, I must have got it wrong then.
Let me pull up the...
I'm not the most prepared today. Sorry, guys.
That's fine.
All right.
My dad came over and we're building a bathroom in the basement, so that's kind of what took my day.
Fun. Yeah, I just put, I said stratified sample because
Okay.
it divides the data into similar groups. So
Let's see, 5.
Oh.
They're similar within neighborhood, but vary from neighborhood to neighborhood. So I said, I can't remember the term, the grouped ones, because they are different from group to group, but pretty similar in their own category. Is there one that's called categorized? I'm trying to find my notes here.
there's a cluster sample.
Cluster sample. But there's another one where they... There's also another one where they group them.
Yeah, so stratified sample, it says divides data into similar groups, and then it takes a simple random sample in each group.
Okay, then you're probably right.
Sweet.
Okay.
Number 6, I put a cluster sample.
Okay, I think
That's
I just
what I
put backwards. Because I put stratified there. There we go.
And then what'd you guys put? You put stratified in 6?
Those two are easy to confuse.
I agree, because one you take clusters and blocks, the other one you take groups.
Mm-hmm.
I think the difference is the cluster is they're randomly selected clusters and blocks. You don't, and then
you don't arrange them by similarity.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you guys are right. I think it's 5 is stratified and 6 is cluster, if that's what you two said. Because what you read makes sense. I just need to go back and find my notes.
Okay, sounds good. And then number 7, I put a simple random sample.
That's what I put.
So did I.
They just literally put everybody into the same pot and said, just, okay, number 8, I put stratified sample again.
That's what I put.
Cool.
I agree.
Okay, number 9, I put the mean as 4.771.
That's what I got.
Cool. The standard, I don't know if this is right, but the standard deviation I got was 1.992.
I got 1.912. Maybe I wrote it wrong. Let's see. I did mine in Excel.
So did I, but I might have chosen the wrong function. I was on my work computer, which has Excel 2003. So.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Well, the minimum I got 0.84.
Okay.
Yep.
25th percentile or odd, whatever, 3.42.
That's what I got.
The median I got 5.12.
Yep.
Next I got 5.61.
Yep.
And the max was 10.45.
Yep.
Okay, can you help me with that just really quick? Because I lost my place. So Q1 is the min. Is that right?
The first one.
Or it's that, it's the 5-number summary. The minimum.
Minimum.
Q1.
Quarter 1.
And then the median.
Median.
Q2.
Quarter 3. Q2. And then the max.
The min. Okay. So I had a hard time finding the quartiles in Excel. Can you remind me how to do that?
Yeah, let me see here. My Excel's pulling up right now. I don't remember off the top of my head, but if I type it in, I can probably figure it out. Okay.
And you said the median was 5.15?
Median I got was 5.12.
Okay, I think we're just using different functions maybe, but I think that's about right. Okay.
I have 5.15. I put it into that Excel document they gave us where you put in the information.
That's what I did as well.
And you stick it in and it populates it for you.
Right.
Okay, so the way I did this was I typed in the function equals percentile, and then I did the array of just so all of the data, and then comma 0.25, and then that gave me that number.
Oh, that's a good idea. Okay. Because I kept plugging in different things. I tried quartile, and no matter what I do, it just didn't. It didn't give me several numbers. It only gave me one number, and I knew that couldn't be right.
Yeah.
So, okay.
And then you to do the other one is you put 0.75.
Right. Okay, so I'm going to try it right now. So, .25 for the first one. So 3.395. Is that approximately what you got for Q1?
I got 3.42.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say that is almost the same. 3.395. Oh. And then for the other one, you just did 0.75. 5 point. You got. Wait, you got 4.77 for Q3.
I got 5.61.
Oh, I don't know why I had that then. So I got 5.71.
Let me pull it up again, and I'll see what.
I think they must just be rounding differently. So
Awesome.
it's no biggie. Okay. Okay, so that answers my question. We can move on.
Okay, cool. And then the next one was create a histogram.
Mm-hmm.
Did you all create a histogram?
Yes.
Because I don't know how we check to see if they're the same.
Mine is high in the middle, but right skewed.
That's what I have.
Yes. Perfect.
Can you create a histogram on Excel?
Maybe. Let's see.
Sorry, we don't have to.
I can find out.
What did you ask, Kelton?
I just asked if you could create a histogram in Excel.
Yes, you can. So you highlight the data.
Can you?
The control shift
Mm-hmm.
down, and then you click insert at the very top. I believe it was here. And under charts, the bar charts, there's a histogram option.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Sweet. Thank you for.
And I will listen to the rest, but I did not finish anything else, so my opinion is not going to help much.
Okay. We'll just go through them. There's not a ton more. This is where it started getting a little hard for me. So.
Okay, this is the one where I can't remember how I got the number.
Okay.
Okay. Well, so for number 11, I got negative 0.165. What did you guys get?
0.715, and again, I can't remember how I got that number.
So the way I got that number was I took the number of. Let me pull the questions up again.
It's the mean minus the sample mean, right? Or the mean
Yes.
minus the standard deviation?
I think it's the, let me see.
I think we can plug all this into Excel.
it's number X, which is, so for the number A, you take bottle, whatever you, however you say that number minus the, so they said, so I just plugged in this set, found the mean, and then subtracted X minus the mean.
Oh, okay, got it.
Right, I remember that now. Okay, so X minus the mean, which would be Roberta minus the, what are this? Oh, we have to calculate the mean ourselves though, right?
Got it, got it.
Yeah, I took the data set, and so 37.91.
You took the what?
I just put all of them into Excel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I got 38.071. Is that, or sorry, 075. Is that what you got? You said 071?
Let me make sure.
38.075.
Yeah, so my mean was 38.075.
Oh, that's what I got. Okay.
Okay, and then I just subtracted 37.91 minus 38.075, and I got negative 0.165.
Yes, that's what I got too.
Okay, cool. And then, so that was number 11, and then number 12 is, what is the value of the number that goes in the position marked with a B? So basically, I did Roberta 37.25 minus 38.075 and then squared it. And my answer was 0.681.
0.681. Yes, that's what I got too.
Sweet.
Sorry, it confused me because you said 0.681. And I kept thinking 0.0681.
Yeah. But yeah, and then number 13, I put that none of this is correct because I added them all up and I found the mean, the standard deviation, and the variance, and none of them equaled it.
Really?
But I could be wrong.
Well, if Suzette has the same answer, then you're probably right.
Okay. I didn't know if it was like a trick question, like the square deviation is the like definition of one of those numbers, but I don't think it is.
They want to mess with our heads.
Okay, and what is the standard deviation of these temperatures? I got 0.715.
That's what I have.
Sweet.
Okay, so how did we find that? Did you
I plugged in
square the deviations and then you added them together and did the square root of that? Is that the formula?
I honestly just let's see here.
I plugged it into Excel.
You just plugged it into Excel. Okay.
Yeah,
And
I equals STDEV point S and then the array, and yeah.
Right. Okay.
So under certain conditions, the standard deviation can be negative. I put false.
I think that's what I put too. Hold on. I put false, yeah.
Right. It can't be false because it's a distance away from the mean. You can't have a distance that's negative.
And you're finding the square root of something, and you can't find the square root of a negative number.
Right. Okay, so for standard deviation, I got 0.715.
Yep, that's what we got. Okay, so number 16, they go through like the different ways that they were monitoring the temperature of the dolphins, and then it said which location resulted in the most consistent temperature measurements for one seal to another. I said extradural because it had the smallest standard deviation.
That's what I
Yeah.
put.
Sweet. So number 17, we're all going to have different ways to explain it, but I said it represents the number that shows how close you are to the average of the data set.
That makes sense.
I tried to use as little statistical jargon as I could.
Sure, yeah. I'd say it's the average distance away from the mean. That's probably too simple, but
No, that's perfect. Okay, cool. So number 18, given 5-number summary of this data. I thought this was kind of easy. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 12.
Yep, that's what I got.
yep.
Okay, it says what percentage of data lies between 4 and 8 hours? I said 50%.
Okay,
Because that's between
40%.
Between
You had 40.
Q1 and Q3.
Yeah,
That should be, well,
shouldn't it be 50 because it's Q1 and Q3? So that'd be the 25th
That could
percentile.
be,
yeah, that has to be 50%, doesn't it?
Mhm.
So, okay. These ones were harder for me. Estimate the mean of the measured nitrate concentration in Rexbridge drinking water. Let's see.
Okay, so I try to ignore all these fancy little symbols and things because that kind of makes it harder.
Yeah. So I got, for number 20, I got 2.055.
I didn't actually write this down. I have a whole bunch of notes, but I don't have anything. Hold on.
Did you use Excel for that too?
Yeah, you can use Excel for a lot of these things. Anything that you're having to add, divide, multiply, you can use Excel. If there's a formula for it, then it's even better.
Okay, so they're just talking about the range. Okay.
Oh yeah, that's what I got too. 2.055.
Sweet. I think it's kind of a trick question because they only give you two data things, 1.59 and 2.5.
So did you just take the average of 1.5 and 2.52?
Yeah.
$2.01? Is that what you guys got?
I got 2.0.
2.055.
Okay, I did something wrong.
So 2.52 and 1.59. Add those into.
Yeah, I think I missed a number. 2.055.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, number 21. Estimate the standard deviation of the measured nitrate concentration in Rexbridge drinking water. So
Estimate.
I said about 0.23. That was the closest I could get it.
me too. That's what I got.
So how did you guys go about estimating it?
Well, I knew it had to be under point, I think 93 it was, because if you subtract the 2.52 and 1.59, that equals that number. So it's got to be significantly less than that one.
Okay.
So I started with like 0.30 and I worked my way back. And then I knew that was too big, so I went down to 20, and that wasn't quite right, so I went up until I hit 23.
Interesting.
Yes.
Because I took 2.52 minus the mean, which gave me 0.465. So that was kind of the max there. And then I took the mean minus 1.59, which is 0.465 again. But I guess that wouldn't exactly be the standard deviation, wouldn't it? Okay, let's keep going. I'm just thinking.
And then between what two measured nitrate concentrations do approximately 68% of the data values lie? I put 1.822 through 2.288.
Yep.
So you use your estimated standard deviation?
Yeah, you put that into the mean.
Yeah.
And add it and subtract it on both sides. Okay, that makes sense.
Okay, next question. What is the mean and standard deviation of the standard normal distribution? And this does not relate to the thing before, because it said only use this information through questions through 20 through 22.
Right. Of normal.
So this one.
Well, I know there was one question where they answered 0 and 1.
That's what I put. So.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, so number 24. What is the probability that a randomly selected student will score above 542.3 on the GMAT? I put 50%, or 0.5.
Okay.
So I did, let's see. So it was 5.
Don't you use the z-score for this one?
You can use Excel for this one. So let's see.
You don't have a data set.
Doing it right now. Okay, so I don't know if this is correct. There's a function called norm dist, and you plug in what the number is that you want to be. So how many people scored below that number, and then you put in the standard deviation, and you put comma true, and that gives you the amount of people that are below that number, and then you take 1 minus that number to get anybody that's above that number.
Okay, so I was thinking we just take the 542, which is x, 542.3, minus the mean. What's the probability this randomly selected student score will above 542.3? Okay, but that's the mean as well. So if we did that, that would be 0 on top, divided by the standard deviation, which would give us a z-score, right? And this is not a sample mean. This is a population mean, so we wouldn't have to take it divided by the square root of the sample size, because we don't know that. Do we? I don't think so. And then we could plug that into the applet. Correct?
Probably.
Sounds right.
Let's try it.
Sounds right? Okay. And the applet would, let's see. Of course, I don't know if it would let me divide 0 divided by. Well, it's just 0. So that's probably not going to work. Oh, no, now it's working. Nah, okay, no, I'm wrong. I'll figure it out. Okay, we can move on if you're ready.
Okay. What is the probability that a random selected student will score below 600 on the GMAT? So I used my same formula, and I got 68.4% or 0.684.
That's
Okay.
what I got.
Cool. And then number 26, what is the probability that a random selected student will score 600 or above on the GMAT? So I wasn't exactly sure how to do this one.
I just did, I think for this one, I did 1 minus the 0.684.
Okay. Then I got 31.6 or 0.316.
Yeah. I don't know if that's the correct way to do it, but it made sense at the time.
That's how
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what I found. So, okay, these next, however many this is, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I was lost. I could not figure this out.
Hold on, let
So,
me-
Okay, you need the applet for that.
yeah,
okay.
this one.
So if you have the z-score, you can plug that in, and it'll tell you that because the first quartile is going to be 0.25, right? And the third quartile will be 0.75. And quartiles on the applet pertain to the area, right? At the top?
Yes.
Okay, so instead of plugging in the z-score, you plug in the quartile at the top. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
And then 31 and 32, you're going to have to add the divided by the square root of 15. Because they're sample means.
What did you need to do?
So you use the formula that includes the sample mean minus the population mean divided by this standard deviation divided by the sample size, sorry.
Divided by n, right? Squared.
No, the square root of n. And the standard deviation divided by the square root of n is the same as the sample standard deviation.
Okay.
So I think we're going to need the applet in the quiz.
Probably. It usually gives it to us, doesn't it?
You what? Yeah,
Yeah.
and I actually added it to my bookmarks
That's a good idea.
because we're using it all the time.
Yeah. That's a good idea. Okay, so for number 27, what is the 10th percentile?
did we put as the answer for? Wait, what question are we on? Are we still on 27?
27.
Okay.
So when we started this with number 24, we needed to find the z-score, I think.
Right.
And then with that z-score, we'd be able to answer the rest. But I think there's going to be an n-1 somewhere in there, so that our answers, because my answer keeps coming out 0 when I do the z-score. Need to look up formulas. Okay, so sample variance. Now that's when we did the tables. So we added up the squared deviations and divided them by n-1. And then yeah, I don't know. So tell me again how you guys worked out number 24.
I used a
You
formula.
used Excel.
Yeah.
So Suzette, do you know how to do it without Excel?
I didn't have anything written down for that. I thought I did, but I can't find my notes for what I actually put.
Okay. And then Tyler, what did you say you put into Excel?
I put equals norm dist, so like normal distance, but just
Normal distribution.
Yes, I just put NORM DIST, and then you put your number that you want to be, everything to be below, and you put your mean.
Okay.
And then you put your deviation, and then put true.
Okay.
And that gives you the percentage below that number, and subtract to get above.
So X and then the standard deviation and then true.
Yes.
What did you put as X?
Well, for the second number would be the mean. The first number is...
X. Okay.
Yeah.
So what did you put as X?
X is the number that you want. Yeah, so that's the number. So yeah, everything you want to be below that number is 542.3.
Uh-huh.
Then the mean, then the standard deviation, and then you put true. I don't know what happened if you put false, but I know you're supposed to put true. And then that gives you 0.5, and then you subtract 1 minus 0.5, and you get 0.5 again. So
I got a different number. Hold on.
Yeah, because like I said, I took 542.3 minus 542.3, but of course that's 0. So I think I'm missing something here in my formula. Because divided by 120.54 is still 0.
The same way as you did and got the answer of 0.
Oh, you know what we can do?
But
If the mean is 542.3, what's the standard deviation?
120.5.
Yeah. So we can't just say, no, it's impossible, because it could totally be above the mean.
Okay, I did get 0.5. Got it.
Oh, I just had a thought. So we know what a normal distribution is, you know, the 68, 95, 99.7 thing. What's the probability that a randomly selected student will score above 542.3, which is the mean? Well, it's just half of the it's just half of the graph, right? So if we plug in 0, what's the probability that they'll score above the mean? It's 50%.
Right.
Yeah. Sweet.
I know some of these are tricky.
They are.
Pardon me. And then sometimes we can play around with the standard deviation and just add it to the mean, and it kind of gives us an idea.
Yeah.
So the first standard deviation is 662.84. So the answer to 25 is going to be somewhere around 60%. What did you guys get for 25?
I actually got 68.4.
Okay.
That's what I got.
Then you're probably right. And then the next one will be the opposite, right?
Yeah.
That's what I put, yeah.
Okay.
The opposite.
So 1 minus 68.4. So like the rest of them.
Oh, okay.
You mean 100 minus 68.4?
Yeah, sorry. And then, so I'm still trying to figure out how to do number 27. I don't understand it.
Yeah, it was easy enough to guess on number 24, but okay, so tell me again how you got, oh, you just did it in Excel, right? So what does your equation look like in Excel?
Equals norm dist, parenthesis, 542.3, comma 542.3, comma 120.54, comma true, parenthesis. So that's the one for the above 542.3, and then number 25, I plugged in 600 for that first number.
So that one should be easier to calculate. Okay, let me see if we get the same thing. Okay, I'm getting 0.479.
For which number? For 26?
25.
For 25?
What'd you get?
25, 0.684.
Yeah, there's something that I'm missing. I'm gonna have to go find that formula because there's stuff I'm missing. Excel's doing it, but they're not showing it to you.
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'm ready to move on when you guys are.
Okay, I'm ready to.
Me too.
Okay, so how to find the GMAT score that corresponds to the 10th percentile?
Okay, so if you guys have numbers recorded for what, a score above 600. Oh, we should be able to figure out a z-score or something, right?
Probably.
What's that backwards formula? You have to know the z-score, though. All right, I'm gonna have to go hunting here for a minute.
Okay.
Oh, it's probably easiest to find it in the text, huh? Okay, I don't think it's lesson 3. I'm thinking lesson 4, maybe.
Okay. I figured something out, but I don't know if it's correct.
Okay.
I used another formula, but so I don't know how to do it. I just have an answer.
Okay.
Well, I just don't know what the formula is doing.
Okay.
So the formula is equals NORM dot INV.
INV?
As in V,
Wait, what was the formula?
NORMIV. So it calculates the value of x with this when you have the distribution, mean, and the standard deviation. So you put in NORM as in Mary, INV dot INV, and it asks you to put in your probability, which I put was 0.1. I don't know if that's correct.
Right.
The mean, and then I put the standard deviation, and it gave me 387.822.
Okay, 380. What did you say? 387?
Yeah, 387.822.
Okay, 387.822. Is below, it's more than one standard deviation below the mean. I think it's just about 2 standard deviations below the mean. So that sounds pretty accurate to me.
Okay. And then for the 90 percentile, I just did the same 0.9.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, so what's the name of that form? NORNIV? Okay, I'll try to remember that.
And then I think for number 29 and 30, you would do the same thing, but put 0.75.
Okay. Yeah, my only problem is I know we've done this stuff before, so it feels like there should be in our notes or something somewhere. I'm just gonna have to dig for it. And I think it's in lesson 5 or 6. So the normal z-score formula is the value minus the mean over the standard deviation, which is what we did. On the QQ plots. Yeah, that's all I can figure. I think I might be reading it wrong or something.
Yeah. So I don't know. I did the same thing with those. With the for the quartiles, I just put 0.25 and 0.75 and got some answers there.
Okay.
And so I got 460.997 and 623.603.
Wait, could you repeat those?
I got
So
460. Then
40.
60.997. That's for the first quartile. The second quartile, I got 623.603.
Okay, I got answers pretty close to that.
Wait. And it may want us to do just something different, but in rounding, but I just rounded 3 decimals.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Okay, number 31. What are the mean and standard deviation of the distribution of sample mean scores for all such samples?
Okay, so the mean's going to be the same, but the standard
Right.
deviation is going to be divided by 2? Or divided by the square root of the sample size? Something like that. Let me see.
Yeah, so it should be mean divided by standard deviation divided by the square root of n.
It might be. Because that's the formula for the sample z-score. Yeah, that makes sense. It would just be the sample standard deviation. So yeah, the normal standard deviation divided by the sample size, square root of the sample size.
Mhm.
So they tell us the mean at the top, and that's not going to change because it's normally distributed, right?
Mhm.
So the mean is always going to be 542.3. And the population standard deviation is 120.54, but we have to take into account the size of the sample because this is a sample. Do we have a sample size?
Says
Okay, yes we do because it says n equals 15.
Cool.
Do you see that? Just above question 31.
Yeah.
oh yeah, I see it.
Okay, so now I just forgot this formula I told you. the mean divided by standard deviation. Is that what I said?
Mhm.
Oh, no, no. Okay, never mind. It's the standard deviation divided by the square root of 15.
Okay, so
Okay.
you said it's the square or the standard deviation divided by the square root of 15.
Yes.
I'm getting 31.123.
That's what I have. So the answer to question 31 is 31.
Okay.
How about that? So now we have to figure out the probability that the sample mean score equals 5 students will be greater than 600. So let's see.
So if we could do the z-score, then it would be the mean, the sample mean minus the mean divided by the sample standard deviation, which is 31.123. So 600 minus
600.
the mean divided by 31.123.
Yep.
If the sample size is the same. Yeah. That'll give us a z-score that we can plug in. I got 1.854.
That's what I got.
And then if I plug that in and it says, what is the probability that it will be greater than 600? So I'm going to highlight. Okay, and our mean is 542.3, so I'm going to highlight above the line. 1.854. 0.032.
Sweet. My formula did it correctly then.
Well, good. Awesome.
Which formula did you use for that?
The same one that I was using before to find the number 24 and 25 and 26. I just put in the new standard of deviation with this of the sample size.
Mm-hmm.
And it gave me 0.968, and then 1 minus 0.968 is 0.032.
Oh.
So
you calculated the opposite of that.
yeah, and then subtracted.
Subtracted it from 1. Okay, cool. So basically, instead of using the applet, you're using Excel.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we ready to take the group quiz?
Can we go over all the, hold on, there were a couple I had questions.
Okay.
For what you put. Find them. Okay, 29 at 460 points. I don't have anything after that.
0.997.
0.997.
7.
Okay. So 406.997. And then 30 was 623.603.
Which one?
Number 30.
Number 30 was 623.603.
Okay, that's what I have.
And sorry, what was number 3?
2. That's the quantitative one, right? Quantitative or qualitative? Ooh, just a second, I might have gotten that wrong.
3, I got B.
Categorical, that's what it was.
3, you
So
got
which
a
one-
randomly selected brand.
Right. So I think they usually asked, is it categorical or what, statistical? So the categorical ones are the ones that don't count the variables, they just label them. So it wouldn't be the number of animals or the age in years, it would be the name of a brand of toothpaste.
Yep. Nice. The group quiz is the same as the exam review.
They said that
Okay.
the quiz should be the same as the questions here, but the exam won't be the same.
Okay,
That makes sense.
that does make sense.
That there will be some things that are not covered, so we're supposed to study our notes on the textbook.
That makes
And I think that the quiz is due Wednesday night, right?
Yeah.
So don't
Yeah.
wait till the end of the week to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so are we moving on to the quiz?
Yes.
Do it.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys ready?
Yes.
This
Yeah.
should be relatively easy. We already have all the answers.
Right.
Okay, so you answer number 1 on your own. Number 2, a randomly selected brand of toothpaste. Number 3, 100 is the parameter, 112 is the statistic. That's A and D. Well, I don't know if you guys are the same.
Yeah, it's A and B for me.
Wait a
Question.
second. So,
No, wait,
question-
hold on.
sorry.
100 is a parameter. Yeah, there we go.
So this question 1, it says you should take the quiz once before you meet with your group.
That's what we did with the, because we went through, or at least I did before the group. I went through all the quiz questions and answered them on my own, and then we went through them.
Oh, weird. Okay. Okay. Okay, sorry about that. Go ahead.
You're fine. What question were we on? Number 4. I put a stratified sample.
Okay, sorry. Can we go back to number 2?
Yeah.
So sorry. Number 2 is B, correct?
Yes. And then number 3 is A and D. Number
Okay.
4 is D, a stratified sample. Number 5 is
Sorry, you're cutting out.
number 5 is a cluster sample. Number 6 is a simple random sample.
Okay, so it is the same. It's just one question off.
Yeah.
So 6 is a simple random sample.
Yeah.
16, 14. Okay.
Okay, I'll be right back. I have to do something real quick.
Sure.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Okay, so we did number 6. Number 7 is a simple random sample. Wait, no.
Number 6 would be number 7 on. Wait a second. No.
So it's number 6. Yes, number 6 is a simple random sample.
Right.
Number 7 is a stratified sample. So a stratified.
Right.
Okay, number 8. I have 4.771.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
And then standard deviation, I have 1.992.
1.992. Okay, I have 1.912. What did you have?
Let me try it again real quick.
What did you have, Suzette?
1.912.
Okay.
I'm gonna go real quick and I'll.
And I always check the min and the max, just in case. My max is 10.45 on my list of data. My min is 0.84, so mine should be accurate. Assuming I didn't add any digits accidentally.
It's number 10.
Number 9.
Oh, sorry, number 9.
The standard
yeah. I got something completely different again, so.
Okay. Well, I would say just put in what you're comfortable with.
Okay. Okay, number 10, true, if you made a histogram. Number 11, I have negative 0.165.
Um, 11. Just a second, I know I wrote this down somewhere and now I can't find it. So I'm going to trust you because I just can't find it.
Okay.
Negative 0.165.
Yep. So number 12, I have 0.681. Number 13, none of these is correct. Number 14, what is the temperature? The standard deviation, I got 0.715. $16, I got extradural. 17, it's asking for what is the third quartile. I put 8. Number 18, I put 50%, so 50.
As a percent, okay, but no.
Yeah, but don't include the sign.
But don't put it in decimal form, but don't put a percent sign either.
So you just put 50.
Mm-hmm.
Number 19, the mean of the measured nitrate drinking water was 2.055. The standard deviation was, I had 0.233.
2.33.
0.233. And then 21, I chose the one closest to what I had, which was 1.22. So I picked option D, which is 1.823 and 2.288.
I apologize. I need to go spank some children really quick.
Okay.
When we do the probability, is probability in a percentage or is it in like a decimal?
It usually says what it wants.
It's not saying.
I can see that. Everything I have is a decimal.
Sorry about that.
You're fine.
So are we on 22?
Yes.
Yes. We're just trying to decide how they want us to put in the number.
Do you put it as a decimal, as a percentage?
I usually put it in as a decimal with 3 decimal places.
Okay.
But yeah, usually
Okay.
specify.
Yeah, it's weird. Well, if it goes wrong, then we know to go.
Right.
Okay, number 20 or 23.
Sorry, number 20. What was the answer for
22. 22 is 0.50.
Right. Okay.
23 is 0.684. And number 24 is 0.316.
Point what?
0.316.
Are we on number 25 now?
Yes. So 25, find the GMAT score that corresponds to the 10th percentile.
Is that the 406.997?
That one would be the first quartile. This one I got 388. There was 387.822, but round to the nearest number, 388.
388.
And then question 26, I put 697. Number 27, I have 461.
So are these different than the homework questions?
No, they're the same.
Okay.
And there's no decimal, right?
No decimal. It's rounded to the nearest whole number. 28, I had 624.
Okay, now I see where you're at. Okay.
Okay, so we ready to move on to 29?
Yeah.
Yes.
I put the mean is 542.3.
Okay.
30, we had the distribution of the sample was 31.123. And then,
Sorry.
Wait a
30
minute.
was 31.23.
30.
1.123. Remember, because answer 31
Right.
was 31.
Right, because that was the sample standard deviation.
Okay.
Okay, so 29 is 542.3. And then 30. It's throwing me off that they're all different numbers. Okay. And then the sample standard deviation was 31.123.
Yep.
Okay.
And then number 31 is 0.0332.
Right, because that was the probability that we got.
Yeah, and that kind of answers my questions for the earlier ones. If we didn't know to put it in a decimal or probability, I think we were supposed to put those in a decimal, and we did.
Repeat 31.
Oh, good point. It does say 3 decimal places here. Okay.
So 31 will be 0.032.
0.032.
Yep.
Okay. Can we go through them from the beginning?
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, can you read them through one more time?
Yes. Let's see. Scrolling back up. Okay, so number 1, you answer on your own. Number 2, which of the following variables is R categorical? B, the IQ test is A and D.
So you're getting
Number
100.
4,
Sorry, you're getting 100 as a parameter and 112 as a statistic.
correct.
I just want to make sure we all have the same quiz.
Yeah. And then number 4 is a stratified sample. Number 5 is a cluster sample. Number 6 is a simple random sample. A stratified sample. Number 8 is 4.771. Number 9 is 912. Number 10 is true. Number 11 is negative 0.165. Number 12 is 0.681.
Now, does the quiz care if you put a 0 before the decimal place, or do you?
I don't know. I always put a 0, but
Oh,
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay, number 13, none of these. Number 14, standard deviation is 0.715. False is number 15. Number 16 is extradural. Number 17 is 8.
Did you say 8?
Yeah.
Okay.
Number 18 is 50. Number 19 is 2.055. Is 0.233. Number 21 is 1.823 and 2.288. Number 22 is 0.50. Number 23 is 0.684. Number 24 is 0.316. Number 25 is 388. Number 26 is 697. Number 27 is 461. Number 28 is 624. Number 29 is 542.3. Number 30 is 31.123. And is 0.032.
Okay, awesome.
Sweet.
100%. That's awesome.
Awesome. Well, thanks for coming, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
That on the exam. Yeah, thank you.
I'll go ahead and post this video recording and we'll be good to go.
Great.
Thanks so much. Have a good night, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.